Oh, hello there. Welcome to Die Rollin. I'm the ever-excitable Adam. You just caught me as I'm about to get to the table to play yet another solo game of Dungeon Saga Origins. This will actually get me up to where we've got to in the campaign with the other guys. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how I get on with this. This one is a different kind of mission because we're split apart, so we're going to have to kind of play to the strengths and weaknesses of our characters and try to work through them as best we can. Yeah, so join me at the table and we'll see how we get on with the third adventure. Completely solo, not using the online app, we're using the rules as written, or my interpretation of them at least, in the rulebook. So anyway, here we go. Adventure 3, Paths Forced Apart. The feeling of success from completing the key puzzle was short-lived. The heroes had only taken a few steps into the next room when the floor gave way below them, and they fell with it. When the dust cleared, they found themselves sitting amidst the rubble, and the party split in two. Separated by huge chunks of collapsed stone, two paths into the dark now lie ahead. They'd have to see where, or if, they would join up again. So we're up against it. This time, guys, we are split. The team is into two parts. We have Madriga and Jane Clementh to the north, and we have Solian of Tarkis and Hadaris of Wolfmarch to the south. And we're going to be attempting to get through this dungeon now. The objective is to kill the monsters in the final room. There are 3 traps I've pre-placed on the board, so I do not forget to place them. There is a legendary gear in here, which we know where that's going to be because we're playing as ourselves. So we know if we can get up to that top right room through a teleporter, then we are going to get some legendary equipment. And then we also know the room with the treasure chest X can only be reached by using the portal in the corridor, which is what I literally just said to you guys. So, without further ado, let us begin our descent into the dark. 4 interrupt tokens with the villains. Our Solian of Tarkis has a really good great axe, which basically means he's going to be able to do a ton of damage, which is yeah, fantastic. And by ton of damage, what I basically mean is that this great axe ignores reduces armor by 1. So he's going to be fantastic in a pitch. Now I haven't placed any monsters down, so I'm going to do that right about now. Funk Soul Rubber Chicken. We have a skeleton over here, and we have a skeleton up the top there. So I already have 100 gold in the bank. Do I need to get more gold? Yes. Do I want to spawn more monsters? No. And we're going to do this one very last because these guys, if they move over then that's an actual trap, then that's going to be the end of the hero's turn. So we're just going to start moving these guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Solian's going to search. Why not? He finds a battle potion, which we had last time for our lovely elf. Unfortunately, she couldn't use it because she's more a shooty person. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Hadaris. I sense evil in this dungeon. You sense evil everywhere, old man. I'm younger than you. And up the top, we're going to get Jane to bravely trigger the trap. 1, 2, buckle my... Oh, it's an Orkling. So, as far as I'm aware, that doesn't end their movement. So she's going to carry on. 3, 4, 5. And she's going to do a search. And she finds nothing. And what's bad about this is basically it means that we're now going to be... yes, we've got the interrupt token on here. This is the bottom of the exploration discard deck. So the Overlord's current passive mood, if it goes to aggressive, then we're going to be checking to see the bottom card of that exploration deck, and we're going to basically be getting the enemies to activate. So Madriga, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to go there. Enemies activation, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Solian's going to go straight into it here. And hopefully we're going to be able to defeat this guy. Now the Skeleton Warrior's stats are reduced by 1, so his armor is only 1. So anything above a 1 is a hit, thanks to our great axe. So all 3 of these hits, you can't see them because I roll them off camera like an idiot. Unfortunately, even though they're all a hit, the 5 and the 4 are soaked by these guys. Only 1 damage goes through, which isn't enough to kill him. So it means the Overlord is in an aggressive mood. And as that's the end of the activation, we check to see if the bottom card of the exploration discard pile has an interrupt symbol, and it does. So we take 1 interrupt token, and we're going to get it right there. I'm going to activate to attack straight back. Unfortunately for the skeleton, you need more than a 4 to hit Solian of Tarkus. Right, we're going to head up the top here. Jane is going to go in and try to smite this guy, but she fails. We're then going to use another interrupt token to activate this guy to fight back. And we got a 5 and we got a 1. The 5 is good. The 1 is not so good. And yep, that's 1 damage straight away onto Jane Clemth. Not great. Hadaris is just going to move in because there's not much else he can do. We could get your lady to explore this room down here. And it may as well, she's not doing anything else. 1 to open this door. And we have a ghost. Ooh. A ghost has appeared, but there is also a treasure chest in this room. We're going to get Jane to move into the room and shoot at said ghost. 4 dice. The ghost stats, just so you know. So it's 3, 3, and a 3. Can move through all revealed walls and squares, even those containing heroes and furniture. Damage target 2. We need 4s or more to hit. So we're going to use her sure shot. She only gets to do this once per game. And she rolls that and it rolls worse. So let's see if it manages to defend itself. It does. 5 beats of 4. The 4 beats of 3 and the 2, but we need at least 2 damage coming through. So yeah, unfortunately, Madriga's surprise attack there wasn't as beneficial as it could have been. So we're going to move on to the Overlord's turn. The only thing that hasn't activated so far is this guy over here. So it is going to attack. Now we could go 1, 2. I'm trying to think of a way we could get behind her, but I don't think there is. So the ghost is going to go in here. Now it's a vicious enemy. So let's see if that has anything different on it. It targets the weakest, then the closest. It hasn't got any shoot attack, so it is just going to go straight towards her and attack. 3 dice. Oof, that's going to do it. No, it's not. A 6 beats a 6, a 5 beats a 5, and a 4 beats a 4. Luckily, Madriga is able to defend against that, and we go to a new round where the Overlord is not as aggressive as he once was. We're into the passive phase here. So we're going to start with... who do we start with? Let's start with Jane. It was a very bad idea to start with Jane. Unless the 3s do it. The 3s do not do it. So we don't manage to defeat this skeleton, which means we're now in the aggressive mode. We're then going to try to move her away. So the skeleton gets an attack. But she manages to block it, so she goes 1, 2, 3. We're moving in there for 4. Now we're doing this so that it's going to be easier for Madriga to fight this guy. We're then going to do an interrupt because we can. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's in the back arc of Madriga. So she's going to be rolling 1 less dice. 6 and a 2. The 2 soaked up. And she takes a damage. Okay, Madriga's going to go next. Madriga is technically outnumbered at this point, so she's only rolling 2 dice. Unless we try and move her away. We're going to try and move her away. So we're going to try and move her over here. So this guy's going to get... They're both going to get an attack of opportunity. So do you know what? We're just going to fight. We're going to try and kill the skeleton that's behind. 6 and a 4, 4 and a 1. So the skeleton is gone. And then she's going to try and move. Do we try and move? Yeah, we're going to try and move. So he's got one less to roll because it's in the rear arc. So just a 3 to worry about. And we did that. So she's going to move over there. Okay. We're still aggressive as far as I'm aware, so we're going to activate another monster. And we're going to activate the ghost here. So it's 3 dice against Jane. 6, a 3, and a 2. The 3 soaked up, as is the 2. But nothing we can do about that. Another damage onto Jane Clemth. Right, there's auto interrupt tokens gone in the first 2 rounds. Okay, we're going to get our man Solian, he's down the bottom here. And also, I believe we're on the passive side now, because as soon as the AI Overlord manages to get a damage on you from one of the monsters they activate, then essentially it goes to the passive side. So maybe I didn't do that correctly. And yeah, this guy blocks 2 of the damage coming from your man. And that's the end of our go. So we're going to go to enemy activation. This guy's not activated yet. Double 1, so Snake Eyes isn't going to do jack anything. We're going to start with Madriga. Madriga's trying to shoot the ghost. 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1. So that's not enough. It's only going to be a 4 coming through. So we're going to get to Jane next. She's going to try and... Actually, no, we'll then move her into there. Jane's then going to try and attack this ghost. 5, a 4, and a 2. They're only rolling 2 defense dice. 4 and a 1. So we've done it. The ghost is no more. Is extinguished. Thanks to our clever positioning there. Next, we're going to go down to talk about clever positioning. We're going to have Solian attacking this guy. 6, a 4, and a 2. 6 and a 5. It blocks again. So we're going to go over to enemies activation. Only a skeleton on there. A 6 and a 2 versus... Oh, Solian takes the damage. Back onto our turn. Solian's going to start again. Hopefully copper this guy. This guy is stalwart, but not enough. This guy is dead. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Open this door for 5. And we're on the aggressive mood now. Hadaris is going to move in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But he's actually going to move 4, because if we move there, he'll be in the front arc of that guy, and we don't want that to happen. So Madriga is going to activate next, and she's going to search the treasure chest. So we move her there, search the treasure chest. You don't have to move next to treasure chest, guys, but I do it because it's fun. And she finds a trap, so let's roll that, see what happens. A 3, it's a gas trap. We're going to roll the dice and get equal to or less than our current armor value. So 2 or less. Amazing. And the second card we get is a battle potion. Playing a battle potions in this dungeon. Okay, so then Jane is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Enemy Overlord's turn, so 1, 2. It's coming in to attack our man Solian. Both those are soaked by his armor. Back to the passive side of the Overlord. And we're going to get Solian to attack. A 4, a 4. The 1 is soaked up. 6 and a 1. So we're back to the aggressive side. But nothing we can do there. We're going to move in here with Hadaris. He's going to try and punch the guy around the corner. 6, a 4, and a 3. They're all pretty good hits. And a 4 and a 1. So, yep, done it. This guy is toast. Okay, we're going to get Jane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, I just moved there already. Ignore that. Right, there's no enemies on the board, so we are going to put a spawn point. Which is going to be next to the weakest hero, which I think would have been Hadaris. He's got the lowest armor class, so the spawn point has appeared there. Okay, Solian is rushing through here. 1, 2, 3, opening the door. What do we see? And he's going to move for 5 up there. And he's going to search. He's found a stash of gold. 50 gold, but there may be a risk. He's fine. 50 gold added to our coffers for Solian of Tarkus. We're going to get Jane to open the door. She's going to move in for 1. Hopefully kill this guy in 1 foul swoop. 6, 3, and a 3. Yeah, she's done it. This guy's gone. We're going to get Madriga to run. You're going to see her disappear and then reappear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So she's right at the top of the camera there. And then we're going to get Hadaris to move in. 1, 2, 3, and he's going to search this room. And he finds some gold. But it's only 10 gold, and he could have an issue here. So let's roll to see if he gets a negative effect. Nope, he's fine. 10 gold. Almost feel like 10 gold's an insult, if I'm honest, but hey, there we go. Chump change for our chump monk. Okay, so to the enemies go. We're not going to be spawning any new bad guys because we actually have a villain on the table. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and he's going to attack Solian there. 6, a 5, and a 1. Oof. Solian could take another damage here, I think. Yep, he got a 6, a 2, and a 2, but the 5 there beats the 2s. So another damage for Solian of Tarkus. Right, so we're on to our next go. Let's get Madriga to run up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do we risk a search? Yeah, let's search with her. This could be bad, but let's have a look. No, it's good. So we find 75 gold in small gems. Trinkets. Jane's going to go next. 1, 2, open the door. 3, 4, 5, and she's heading straight for that archer. We're on the aggressive mood at the moment, but there's actually nothing that can happen here because we don't have any interrupt tokens. Okay, so Hadaris is going to go next. 1, 2, and he's going to try and punch this guy into dust. Not a great roll for Hadaris. Yeah, easily blocked by the archer. Solian's going to come in. 6 and a 2. 6 and a 3. Oh, the archer prevails. Okay, so it's now on to the enemies go. This archer's going to attack Jane. So the 3 and the 2 go. It's just a 6 we're going to defend against. And we do not do that. So Jane takes an additional damage. She's got 1 hit point left before she's knocked out, believe it or not. Okay, and then this guy is going to attack Hadaris. Only using its close combat this time around. And it's not enough to actually get through. Okay, so we're going to activate Madriga first. 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to try and shoot that skeleton right at the back there, guys. That's going to do it. There's no way it can block all of those. This skeleton is toast thanks to Magica. Jane's going to activate next, and she's going to do the redemption ability, which heals her 2 hit points. We're then going to move her 1, 2, and keep her there. Next, Hadaris is going to go. So he's rolling 3 dice. 6, a 4, and a 2. The 4 beats the 4 there, but the rest go through. 1 less skeleton to worry about. Then he's going to move 1, 2. We know that's going to be a trap. Also ends the hero's turn. So the trap we have there is going to be 1 poison dart. 3 attack against us. We just need to be that 3 or we're going to take a damage. We do. So we don't take any damage from that. It's the Overlord's turn. There's no one on there. So we spawn our first... No, we don't spawn anyone. So there's no one left on the tile that has the spawn point. So we move the spawn point adjacent to our weakest character, which is Hadaris, because he has the lowest armor. And Solian only has 2 hit points left. So kind of works there, I guess. Right, so we're going to be spawning something this round unless we open up something else. So we're going to get Hadaris to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and open this door. And he finds nothing. Solian is going to go 1, open this door for 2, 3, 4, 5. He can't quite get to the ghost in time. Next, we're going to get Jane to... Well, actually, we get Magica to go through 1, 2, 3, 4. So she's on here. She's triggering a trap as the end of the hero's turn. The trap we get is number 6, which is Falling Rocks. Roll a single die if the result is equal to or greater than their movement value. The hero suffers 1 damage. So we want to get... Basically, we need to get 5 or less. Yeah, so she doesn't have to worry about that. But the ghost activates and it's going to move towards Hadaris through the wall, and it's in his rear arc. So it's rolling 3 dice. He only gets to roll 2 in defense. So he's definitely going to take damage here. And so Hadaris takes 1 damage from the ghost that appeared from behind. Right, on to the next round. We're going to get 1, 2, 3, 4. Saurian is not very happy about this. He's going to try to take out this ghost. Now, the ghost armor value is reduced by 1, so the ghost is only 2 armor. It's only rolling 2 dice because he's in the rear arc. And he just destroys this ghost. Simple as that. Right, Hadaris is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could technically search the room, but I'm playing it that we actually have to get next to the treasure chest to search it, just because I think it's more thematic. Right, Jane, 1, 2, 3, open the door. Move into there, and she's going to do a search. But you know what? I know there's actually a secret door here. Just behind this is a portal. And we roll to see if any enemies appear. We do not have any roaming enemies. So we've done that. Magica is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into there. And should we search? We should search with her, right? So as she searches, she finds some gold. 10 gold. Do we risk it for just 10 gold, guys? 10 measly gold. Yeah, we're going to do it. We roll the dice. And we get the negative effect, which is her range value is decreased by 1 for this round. Which is fine. We do, however, spawn a roaming monster at this point because there are no enemies on the board. And it's a dwarf revenant of all things. It does not activate this round though. Hadaris will go last. We're going to get Saurian to move back and attack this guy. His armor value is reduced by 1 because of the great axe we have. So 6, a 4, and a 3. All 3 of those go through. But he does have 4 dice to defend with this against. So the 6 beats the 6, the 5 beats the 4. We're on the aggressive Overlord mood now, but that won't make any difference at this moment. Magicka's going to go 1, 2, 3, move through the portal. 4, 5, and there is a treasure chest here, which she is going to search. Now, instead of drawing exploration cards, this is a legendary item. So she's given the Cuirass of Durag. So armor value is increased by 1. We're going to get Jane to move here. And she's not going to open that door because you know there's a ton of zombies in there. So we're going to get... Oh, we should just try and fight this guy. 1, 2, 3. We're coming in to fight this Dwarf Revenant. And we only get 1 hit in there. So it's the AI Overlord's turn. It's going to attack the new guy here. Only rolling 3 dice because he's outnumbered. 5, 5, and a 1. So 2 5s go through. And a 5, a 3, and a 3. We're going to get Saulian to use his Aura of Faith. So once per game, Saulian may reroll 1 defense die for an adjacent friendly model. So hopefully... Yes, we did it! Okay, so Saulian's going to activate now. And attacking the Dwarf Revenant. 2 of those hits go through. But it blocked. Block there. We're going to get Hadaris to attack now. Only 1 of those goes through, so that's no good. Magicka's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And Jane's going to stay where she is and do nothing. Right, the enemy attacks is attacking Hadaris. The 1 is soaked. Got a 4 and a 3, so that blocks those. Right, back onto our turn. So Saulian attacking. 6, a 5, and a 5. Versus a 1, a 1, and a 2. Dwarf Revenant given up. That guy's dead. We're going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to leave the treasure chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like so. Next, we're going to get Jane to open up the door. Getting into our final room. Lots of zombie noises. Yeah, that's a lot of zombies in there. Jane is going to come straight in and she's going to use her heroic feat to rush up to this guy with a righteous strike. She's going to chuck her Talon of Caluso into action, giving her 5 dice for this attack. Wish me luck, guys. This is going to be terrible, I know. Okay, so the armor's 3, so these 2 are soaked up straight away. It's got 3 defense dice. So the 5 does not beat the 6. The 4 does not beat the 5, but the 4 does beat the 4. 2 damage coming through. We've taken out the armored zombie. I'm very happy with that. Magicka next. 1, 2, and she's going to use her special ability. Well, we're going to move into the middle. 3, 4, 5. We're going to use the special ability of Hail of Arrows. Wish me luck, guys. I get to shoot 3 times, and I choose a target each time. So we're going to try and take out this zombie here first. Okay. Yep. So that zombie's gone. Her second attack. She's going to try to take out this guy here. Two of those are soaked up by the armor. And unfortunately blocks it. She gets 1 more shot. She's going to try and target him again. 6, 6, a 5, and a 4. A 4 and a 1. She's taken out this guy here. And I'm now forgetting whether I've activated these guys already. So I'm just going to end the go there, I guess. Yeah, I can't remember if I've activated them. So I might be doing myself a disservice here. But yeah, away we go. So zombies activate. So actually, sorry, they've got to start from the furthest away. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Attacking our ranger. Her armor is now 3, so that is blocked. And she blocks the other one. Next. So she's only rolling 2 dice now because she's outnumbered. And it's rolling an additional die because there's a zombie next to her. So the 1 is soaked up. And she manages to defeat that. Next, this zombie. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't think it can actually move past this. So it's coming in for Jane. And it's in her rear arc. And she's also outnumbered. Ooh. So he's rolling 4 dice for this attack because she has so many people next to her. So those are soaked up. And she blocks that one. Okay, on to our hero's turn. So Solian's going to go 1, 2, 3. Open the door. For 4. Move 5, 6. And that's about all he can do. He has got exaltation, so he's going to use this. No, it's got to be on him, so no, he can't do anything. That is literally the end of his go. Yeah, that's a shame. Hadaris is going to move next then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He doesn't push Solian into that trap. So he goes there. And he is going to give Warrior's Blessing to... Do we do Warrior's Blessing? He's going to use Sacred Spirit. Sacred and Spirit. So he's going to give Madrigal a +2 to her armor value. So her armor value is going to be 4 for this entire round. So they need a 5 or a 6 to actually damage her. And you know what? We might as well get to her right away. So she's going to attack. And she's got a battle potion. So she's going to spend her battle potion, which gives her a +2 dice to a fight attack. That gives her 5 dice. She's outnumbered though, so she's going to leave one of those dice behind. So she has 4 dice to attack this zombie here. 6, 5, 4, and 3. There's no way it can defend against this. Zombie be gone. Jane is next. Jane is going to attack this zombie here. And she only hits it for 1, so there's not enough to kill it. Enemy's turn, so this zombie's going to attack our lady there. 3 and a 2 is not enough. Needed 5s and 6s. This zombie is attacking Jane. 5 and a 3, and it should have had an additional dice to roll because there's another zombie there. This one is soaked up by the armor. She's only rolling 2 dice. Double 1, so she takes an additional damage. Right, back onto the hero's turn. So we're going to get Solian to move 1, 2. Six, a 4, and a 2. 3 and a 3. So that zombie is toast. And then we're going to get Hadaris to move up here. And he's going to use his special Fists of Iron ability. So he's rolling 5 dice to attack this one zombie. So all of those go through. You can't even block them. This zombie is dead, and we've completed... We've completed the objective, which is to slay all the monsters in this room. So the heroes return back to Jeb's pointy things, and Jeb, who's normally a dwarf when we play Dungeons and Dragons, is replaced by our magician from Hero Quest. So maybe it's not actually Jeb, and Jeb also swears a lot, but this Jeb isn't going to do so much. So we're going to roll the dice, see how many items Jeb has in his store. It's going to be up to 5 equipment cards. We've got 245 gold to spend in total, guys. So let's see what equipment Jeb has on offer today. So let's shuffle these guys up. I'm terrible at shuffling, especially on camera. Okay, so here we go. So 5 items. Item number 1 is the Great Hammer. This weapon allows you to reroll one of your enemy's defense dice in a fight. The second result stands. No good to us because we cannot afford it. So it's going back into Jeb's store there. Next we have Mail Coat. This item allows you to reroll one of your dice when making a defense roll. We can afford that, so that's a potential option for us. Next is a Pike. This weapon allows a hero to attack models in its front arc up to 2 squares away. If they are visible, the attack will use 3 combat dice. Interesting. We have a Trap Kit. If the hero triggers the trap, roll a die on a score of 5 or more. The trap is disarmed and does not go off. On any other result, it goes off as normal. Additionally, on the roll of a 1, this card is discarded. 200 gold, can't afford it. It's back in the back. And our last item is a Brass Helm. I think this has come out every time. Item allows you to roll a single die when you suffer damage from attack. On a score of 6, the damage is ignored. So, I think the Mail Coat's pretty handy. But the Brass Helm also, yeah, that also kind of helps. So, what do? Jane's not currently got anything. Let's get the Mail Coat for 150 gold. Wait, we got 245 gold, so everything is available, Adam. Ah, you idiot. We're going to go for the Great Hammer then. We're going to give that to Jane. So we're back to 45 gold. Jeb can also offer us training, if we so wish. Do we so wish, everyone, to do some training, to get some boons? Be interested to see what boons we can use at this point. Hero-wise, nobody took any kind of knocked out last time. So we've got Madriga and Haderas on 5 each, and then Jane and Solion on 6. So, you know what? We could get superior heroic boons for both Jane and Solion. But unfortunately, we missed our chance. We should have actually gone for heroic boons before we picked up armor and equipment. So, unfortunately, I don't think we can actually pick up any of this stuff. Yeah, no can do. We're not being able to pick anything up. So Jeb's like, well, you should have thought that beforehand, and goes back into his shop. And I guess closes up. Well, another successful mission for me, and I didn't get anybody knocked out that time. I feel like I was close at points. Need to keep track of my character's actions, because I'm not sure if I actually miss down activation sometimes. Obviously, it's easier when you're playing with actual real-life people, because they can remind you the rules and remind you who's gone. When you're playing solo, it's a completely different kettle of fish, because you need to be really focusing. And when you're trying to film especially, you've got so many rules in your heads, trying to get the camera angles right, trying to reposition everything once the dice have destroyed everything. So it's easy to kind of make some mistakes now and again, especially double activations or not activating characters when you should have done them. If you spot any mistakes, please let me know in the comments below, and I will put all the mistakes were made section, because we probably do need one at this point. I've been the ever-excitable Adam. If you want to see more of this, let me know in the comments below. If you are enjoying the series, it's always nice to hear from you guys, so let me know. And if you think Mantic should employ me to just keep making these videos, then let Mantic know. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time, stay safe or die rolling.